Hello, in today's video, I will show you how to create a FundMe smart contract where you'll be able to raise money from people. People can send the money to you. And for our test here, I will deploy it on the Avax testnet. As you can see here, I have this fake money. And as you can see here also, I have already deployed my little smart contract and I can track it here. I've already sent some, fake money to test. But as you can see here, it's really simple. I just have to copy the smart contract. I will send the smart contract here with another wallet that I have. As you can see here, I have a different amount of money because it's a different wallet. So I just have to go here, come here, say what is my contract, the address of the smart contract I want to send money. I will send just 0.1 send and send now. It has been sent. As you can hear here, as you can see here, if I just reload the page, I have 0.1 AVAX. Now I just can withdraw it really simply clicking here. Of course, you can add this smart contract then to your website, to a little CRM, to a software as a service. You can do whatever you want. You can just have the smart contract and then run it, and just be able to withdraw the money really simply. You can add it to your secure website. You can run it wherever you want. This example is in the Avax testnet, but then you can just push it to and deploy it to the mainnet. All right, so let's go. Approve has been approved. As you can see here now, here I have more than I had before. I'm going to see it in a second, and I think that's it. 0.1. Now I don't have it anymore. It has been sent to my address. As you can see here, 0xa293, which is the same of my address here. All right, and that's it. So now I'm going to show you how to write the code from the beginning. I'm just going to write it for you. I will explain it as well. And just make sure that I clarify something that I said wrong before. When I was pointing this to here, 0xa293, I was saying that it was my address. Actually, it's the address of the smart contract. So, of course, you might be asking yourself why it's in two. It's in two. If you go back to the video, you'll see that it will happen here when I withdraw. As you can see here as well, the method that I used is withdraw. So when I am withdrawing, it means that I'm calling a function, and this function is going to be called in the smart contract. So who is receiving the request is the smart contract. So this is why it's in to and not in from, because it might be something that you might think, which is the money is coming from the smart contract, but you cannot see in this way. You have to see what is the subject of this equation. Let's say, which is receiving something, some request. Who's being requested? The smart contract. Who is receiving the money? This person who is requesting. So it's like something that have to shift, but no problem. So now I'm going to write you the code. So it's really simple. I have to create a smart contract, so I use Solidity, of course. and I have just to say what's the version. So the version will be 0.8.8.8. So I will create a contract, and this contract has to be called with a name, which will be FundMe, all right? And then I have to create a error here. We'll do with a name. Let's say that I have a name called not owner, all right? And that's it for now. Then I will create a really simple variable, but this variable, it's just a name variable because it cannot be mutable. It has to be immutable. So I will just say address because this variable it's an address, and you'll understand in a second why. It has to be immutable, as I told you, and then I will call it I owner. So I will determine here who is the owner. For now, it doesn't have any value, right? But now I have to say what is the value. So in order to say what is the value of this variable, and I don't know it because I don't remember my address because I want to the owner of the smart contract to be the person who is deploying the smart contract, of course. But as I don't remember my address by memory, what I can do is I can create a constructor, and this constructor will be run as soon as I deploy the smart contract, and you just check my owner, and now my owner will be like message dot sender. So the message dot sender means the person who is requesting the address of the person who is requesting. So I'm requesting because I am creating the smart contract, all right? So the owner has to be an address, and the address is my address. So I think it's really simple to understand. Then you can create a track for the people to see who is going, who is sending the money. All right. So of course you cannot determine the name and surname, and you cannot identify the person. The only identification that you can have is the public address, which is public, so the name itself already says what it is. But let's say that I want to show in a page, I want to create a website where I show people who is sending the money. Of course, they cannot see who is the person and identify the person, but can identify the address, which is a public address. And of course, it's funny to show people to tell them that you recognize that they are sending money to you. If you have a community, you can do it, and it could be kind of fun. So let's create a struct. A struct is like if you have ever wrote some code in, have ever tried to create an interface in TypeScript, it's actually the same. So just say a name for it. It will be a donor. So I will determine what is a donor for B for the smart contract. What is a donor? A donor is just a address, and this address is just be called the donor address, and that's it. Then I will create an array. So I will say that I have an array of donors, and each donor of my array has to respect my struct. All right. So we just say donors here, and I will say that's public, so everyone can see it. Then I will have to make sure that in case, because as you can see, I have two or three ways to send money to this address. I can call a function. I will create this function to send the money, and people just can take the address of the smart contract and send the money. They send whatever they want. They send the amount they want. So if I have my function, I being called by ABI, for example, that is a JSON that people can have to see what are the functions of my smart contract, and they call it, it's a way. But they just can't send money, as I showed you before at the beginning of the video. So I will create two different functions here. One will be the receive, and for now I'll just let it empty, and the other one will be fallback. You can see what it means more in the documentation that I will link in the description, the Solidity documentation, but it's simply just a way to avoid to do not run some logic in case people send you money. If you want to make track of who is the person who is sending you the money, then I will show you how to do it, of course. So now just let it empty, and now I will create the function with will allow you to send, the amount of money, the people to send you the amount of money they want. For now, I'll just let everyone to send the amount of money they want, the amount of Avax, because it's running in the Avax net. Uh, for now, I'm just running it on the test net, but it's the same logic. You just have to choose the main net, and you just send it your contract, deploy your contract in the main net, and people can send you real money. So for now, I won't decide any kind of limit from people to send you money, so they don't have to respect a certain limit. They don't have to say at least $10 or at least $20. They can send even 2 cents, 3 cents, $10, $100, what they want, the amount they want. But you can do it as well, and I will show you in the future videos how to use Chainlink to determine the amount of money in Avax, the amount of dollars in Avax they have to send you. It's really simple. You just have to use the Oracle, and they have the data feeds. It's really simple. I just want to make this video really, as short as I can. I like to talk, so probably you have already understood. So function, it will be called donate. Let's call it donate. So donate, I just have to say that it's a payable function, and this function it's payable, so people have to spend money to call this function, of course. They have to pay real funds, and to be public, so everyone can call it. All right. I just have to say here donors dot push, and I will say who is sending you the money. So it's message dot sender. So as you can see, no errors, nothing. Everything is right. You might be asking yourself, is it really simple like this? People can just send the money as this, and yes, just really simple like this. I will just track who is sending the money. That's simply this. And of course, now I have to track the money as well if somebody is not calling my function, but they are just sending the money. So, all right, donate here and donate here. Now, I want to create a limitation to the person that has the power of withdrawing the money. So we want to make sure that it's only you that can withdraw the money, nobody else. So how can I do it? Now I will be using this I owner here. I own it. I will have to verify who is the owner of the smart contract. Pretty simple. I'll use a modifier, and don't worry, modifier will be a very simple thing that you can use. And I will call this modifier saying that its name is only owner, so that you can understand what is this modifier. It's a determination who is the owner. So I'm saying only the owner. It's like think it's like a wall. Let's say, are you the owner? No, you can pass. Are you the owner? Yes, so you can pass, right? It's simple. You just have to say here, let's see anything here. All right, it's And now I have to just say if the I owner, all right, which is my variable, which is actually not a variable, it's a immutable, it's like constant. And my I owner different is different than my message.sender, which is the address of the person who is making this request. So if it's different, I just have to say revert to not owner. So now you can understand what it is. It's an error. You're reverting the function. It's not letting people to pass. It's like a wall, as I told you before. Is it owner? Yes, you can pass. Is it owner? No, you cannot pass. That's it. So this line here represents just an explanation to my code in order to understand. Before doing anything, I have to first check this, right? Everything that I have to do, then after this, I have to first check this. But I'm not going to use any logic here inside the modifier. The modifier will be used in a function, and I will show you. So just create another function, which will be called withdraw, right? Which is our special function that you like. Imagine having a lot of money, people send you a lot of money, right? And you can withdraw. So this withdraw here will be only owner and will be public, right? As you can see here, no problem. So now we are using the only owner. And the only owner is saying, as I told you before doing everything here, the logic of withdraw, no matter what I'm writing here, it's only going to be run in case I am the owner of the contract. If I'm not the owner of the contract, they are not letting me run the function. All right? So it's really simple. It's a way of securing that you are the only one who can take your funds. That's it. So how can I do it? And now you just have to say a really simple, it's just two lines of code. You can solve it. I will have to open here. I will create a boolean. Then I will have to create like a function that will, I'm sorry, a variable that will represent this boolean. I will call it quote success, comma. You understand the comma is just because I have to, it's like an equation, right? If you like maths, you know that in the equation, the part of the left, the part of the left has to be always equal to the part of the right. So I'm creating a boolean and I have to put some data here, you know, and I just have to say equal a payable. It's payable. I have to be paid my money because I'm withdrawing, all right? And I have to say who is going to be payable, who is going to be paid. It's the person who is requesting this function, who is calling the function. And message.sender, but this message.sender here, messenger.sender, it's already has been already verified, and now we know that it's the owner because it has passed the wall, right? Because as I told you before, the only way of this code be here to be run if I pass my modifier here who is already verifying that I am the owner. Now I can code and I will open here and say what I'm coding, what I'm sending, because I'm sending. It's like it's just the syntax, but actually what I'm doing here, I'm sending something. I'm sending the value, right? And this value is coming from where? Where this value is coming from? It's coming from this. What it is? What is this? This is my smart contracts. It's my contract that I'm taking. What am I taking? What am I taking from my smart contract? I'm taking the balance, the entire balance. I want to take everything. Right? I want to make it big. I want to take everything. And then I just have to open here and say I don't want to send any other data here, just to balance. And I think I made a mistake. Oh, right. Yes, address, because it's an address, of course. This, which is the smart contract, is an address. I forgot this part. And I'm taking the value of which is the balance, of course, because this value is the balance of an address. The address is my smart contract. Then I just have to verify if my code success is false. I will revert. That's it. Uh, Just revert. Now everything seems to be ready, right? Let's test. Let's try to see if everything is already, working. So as you can see here, I have my wallet. And my wallet is the same of before, right? I'm taking this one here, the one who has the less amount of money. And I am going to deploy the contract, right? So click here, deploy. And now I'm just deploying the contract. Approve. And as you can see here, I have already seen my confirmation. Now it has been confirmed here as well. As you can see here, clicking here, I can see the address, the contract address. I'll just copy it and put it here so that I can track everything. As I can see, the only thing that happened was the contract creation. So it has been created, the contract, just now, some seconds ago, 22 seconds to be more precise. And let's start donating. So I will open my other wallet here, and I will just donate. Let's say that I'm going to donate a lot of money. First of all, I have to copy the address, of course, and I'll open here my core wallet. Actually, if you don't know how to take this fake money here in Avax, I have a video. I will link the video in the description as well, where you can see where you can find the smart the faucet for Avax testnet, because it's not so simple. And in this part, they don't tell it very well. And there is a story behind how I was able to do it. If you see the video that I will leave in the description, you will be able to understand how I did it. So just send here, and let's say that I'm sending 0.2. All right, next, send. And as you can see here, now I have less money, and here I would have 0.2 AVAX. So, let's see if I can here change my wallet. Can I change my wallet here? Of course I can. Let's see if I go to the wallet of the the person, which is also me in this case, that just sent the money. Let's see, can I do it? Can I call something here? Can I say this here? Yes. So if I can say this thing here, if I can see who is the person, which is me, because I changed as you can see here, I have two different wallets. The first one, which he has the less amount of money, was the one that I created the smart contract. And this developing here is the one that I just used to send the money. So as I have two different browsers, I can use it at the same time. And on the Google Chrome, I just sent the money. Of course, it's the same account. So I can in here on Brave browser, I have two of them in the same wallet. So now I just want to try to withdraw the money. Let's see what happens. Hmm. Error. Why? Why there's an error? Let me see what happened. Oh, so there was an error. I cannot. I still have the same amount. Oh my God, what happened? It's logic. What happened was that I cannot withdraw the money because I'm not the owner. If I change here and if I go to account 2, of course, now I can just withdraw the money. And you open here and approve. Of course, he didn't appear anything. They didn't explain what was the error because I didn't say what is not owner is. I did not say what kind of error not owner is. I just said it's an error called not owner. But if I had, determined what kind of error was not owner, it would be shown here, of course. As you can see here, there was a transfer, and now there is a withdrawal. And now I don't have any amount of money here. But if I open my wallet, as you can see here, the account 2 now has the amount of money that was zero point 0.2 AVAX, and I was able to withdraw it all. So for today's video, that's it. And the future videos, I will show you how to create a sort of floor from where people have to send the money. So let's say that people have to send at least $20, at least $10, at least $100. You can determine this using Chainlink. And I will also show you how to connect this code to your front end so you can create a website where people can just go there and click a button and everything, the magic happens. So check the links in the description, subscribe if that has helped you. I know that it can be tricky, but I try to show it as simple as I could. Be safe.